Hi, welcome back to Missing Chemistry. This is Reaction Stoichiometry Problems Lesson A. In this situation, we know how many grams of product we have, so we need to know how many grams of reactant is needed to get those grams of that product. So let's look at this problem. Potassium thiosulfate, K2S2O3, is used in the treatment of fibers to remove excess chlorine from the fibers when they were originally bleached with that gas. Given the balanced equation, K2S2O3 plus 4Cl2 plus 5H2O yields 2KHSO4 plus 8HCl. So, the first question is, how many grams of K2S2O3 have to be used to get 25 grams of KHSO4, which is our product? All right, well, what we're going to do, so what do we know? We know we have 25 grams of this material here. That's what we know. So this is what we have to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to go 25 grams of KHSO4, and we want to turn that into grams of K2S2O3. Okay, so we're going to go times 1 mole of KHSO4 divided by 136.18 grams of KHSO4. Oh, where did that 136 grams come from? Well, that came from when we figured out the molar mass. So K is 1 times 39.10. H is 1 times 1.01. S, we have one of those. It's times 32.08, or 7. And O is 4 times 16.00. We add all that up, we get 136.18 grams. Okay, so that's where that number right there came from. Okay, so now let me go ahead and erase that because we don't need that anymore. So we're going to erase that real quickly. So whenever you turn your moles into your grams, you have to know the formula mass. All right. So now we want to convert that into moles of, well, we actually want to convert that into grams of K2S2O3. So we're going to have to change, we're going to do something called a molar ratio. Okay, so we're going to change, we're going to have 2 moles of KHSO4 over 1 mole of K2S2O3. Where do we get that from? From 2 to 1 ratio there. Okay, just look at that for a moment. A 2 to 1 ratio. Well, there's no number in front of the K2. Well, it doesn't have to be. If there's no number there, that's assumed to be 1. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this. So now we want to turn this into grams of K2. So we go 1 mole of K2S2O3, and we need to know that this is 190.34 grams of K2S2O3. Hey, where'd that number come from? No problem. You go, K is 2 times 39.10. S is 2 times 38.07. And then O is going to be 3 times 16.00. And that gives me 190.34 grams. So that's where we got that number from, by finding the formula mass of that. So let me go ahead and erase this. Okay, just clear up some space here so that we can see a little bit better. So this is pretty much easy. We're just turning grams into moles and moles into grams, and we're just finding relationships between the two. That's all reaction stoichiometry is. It's not hard. Okay, that answer is going to give me 17.5 grams of K2S2O3. So now, the next question says this. How many grams of hydrochloric acid will be produced if 25 grams of KHSO4 was also produced? Okay, so now we're going to set this up again. We're going to go 25 grams of KHSO4 times 1 mole of KHSO4 divided by that 136.18 grams of KHSO4. Remember, we got that by finding this number right here, by finding the formula mass, which we did in the problem above. So you can use that number that you had here to put it also here. Okay, so we're going to turn that into moles of HCl, but to do that, we need to look at the ratio. There is a ratio of 2 to 8. That's the molar ratio between those two, 2 to 8. So we're going to put 2 moles down here because we have to cancel out the mole above on the previous thing right here. All right, so then we're going to put 8 moles of HCl. But we're not going to want to find moles of HCl. We're going to find grams of HCl. So we're going to go 1 mole of HCl on the bottom. And then we're going to put 36.46 grams of HCl. Hey, where'd that come from? Well, real quickly, HCl is H is 1 times 1.01. Cl is 1 times 35.45. You add that together, you get 36.46 grams of HCl. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and erase that. So I have space to work with. So we're going to go ahead and erase that there real quickly. It's pretty amazing what you can do with stoichiometry. All you need is just a couple of numbers. All right, and so then when we cancel these units out, okay, this is going to produce 26. Okay, 26, guys. Let me make it better. 2 there. 26.77 grams of HCl. And that's it for this lesson. You guys have a snarly day, and we'll see you back here at Moose and Chemistry.